Who here knew how to cook in elementary school? Show of hands. Put your hand down. You know how to cook in elementary school. That's because when you're younger, your parents make all of your meals. See, me, I had a problem with that. My mom liked to go on tons and tons of diets, and I did not like vegetables. I absolutely hated vegetables, and that was her number one thing she liked to eat on her diets. In fact, I hated vegetables so much that whenever I used to get in trouble at school, my dad would threaten me with Broccoli World. I'd get in the car, he'd say, "We're going to Broccoli World," and I would cry for minutes on end until he thought that I felt like I was sorry. So, in order to eat vegetables, my parents had to trick me. And I was a tricky guy. Like, I was kind of smart. I didn't go by these tricks I didn't fall for them that easily. Well, one night, my mom had a surprise diet she didn't want to tell anybody about. Or I guess really not just me. She just didn't want to tell me about her diet. Anyways, I just got back from my neighbor's trampoline, so I was hungry as hell. I was ready to eat anything. And I sat down at the dinner table, and the table was empty. There was nothing in my plate. There was nothing there at all. I asked my dad, "Dad, what's up? What's up with dinner?" He says, "Don't worry about it." He's laughing his ass off. He's just cackling up. He's like, "Don't worry about it. It's all good. Dinner's gonna be normal today. You're gonna love it, actually." As he's saying that, my mom comes out from the corner, and she brings out this plate of green-looking spaghetti and this orange just mush all together. I'm thinking, oh, well, green spaghetti. I don't know what that is, so I'm gonna ask. I asked my mom, "What is this green spaghetti?" She says, "Don't worry about it. Green's your favorite color. You're gonna love the spaghetti." So I chow it down. I eat the whole thing. I was hungry. I was so hungry. Then I look at this little orange blob, and it did not look good whatsoever to me. So I asked, "Mom, what is this orange blob? Is it squash?" She says, No, it's not squash. It's sweet potato. It's sweet potato." I'm sitting there suspicious as hell. I did not want to eat that orange blob of whatever. I asked my dad. He says, "Just go ahead and eat it. You already had zucchini spaghetti." I'm sitting there with my mouth open, jaw dropped. That spaghetti with zucchini? How can you make zucchini spaghetti? I felt betrayed. My dad lied to me. My mom tricked me. I wasn't having it anymore. And my mom, she sat there pissed looking at my dad. Anyways, now that I knew it was a trick, I knew not to eat that squash. So my mom, she took it upon herself to try and bribe me with tons of things. First, she offered me ice cream. Then she offered me a BMX bike. And finally, what really got me was the offering of a bunch of new Pokemon cards. So I was like, all right, I put the squash in my mouth. And I chewed it. And I chewed and I chewed for about 10 minutes. And so finally, I tried my very best. Swear to God, it was my best. I tried my best to swallow it. As soon as I tried to swallow it, I found myself sprinting to the bathroom across the entire house so I could throw it all up. As soon as I got back to the dinner table, my mom was looking at me, fed up, hands at her hips, not saying a word, just looking at me. She tells me to sit my ass down at that dinner table until my entire plate is clean and clear. And there was only squash left. I sat there for hours. I was not gonna eat that squash. I wasn't taking another risk. I wasn't gonna throw anything up again. So my mom, she gives up. She goes to bed. She goes ahead, goes to sleep. And my dad, he comes up from behind me and he's like, "It's okay, you can go ahead and go to sleep too." And I didn't trust him anymore. So I sat there, I waited. I wasn't gonna deal with my mom's wrath. I didn't wanna deal with that whatsoever. So I sat there and waited. He went to bed too. They were both asleep. And I sat at this dinner table for around 3, maybe 4 hours. Worst meal ever. Thank you.